Henry says hi. In today's video, I have the vet coming to take a look at Rosie. She's having a lot of issues with walking. I'm going to show you some video footage over the last couple days so you can see how she's doing, how she's acting, kind of what's going on. So the vet's going to be here shortly to take a look at her. If you're new here, my name is Brandy, and this channel is all about horses and my real life experience with horses and life on the farm. So if you want to learn more about horses and follow my journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's go and take a look and see what's going on with Rosie. Come on, Rose. Come on.
This video is taken on January 30th, and as you can see, Rosie's having a little bit of a struggle walking. Now, it looks to me like she's sore on all 4 feet, and she has a little bit more difficult of a time on the hard packed snow than she does on the soft snow. So I'm thinking that we're dealing with laminitis. If you're unfamiliar with what laminitis is, basically it is swelling of the laminae in the horse's hoof. The laminae is what connects the coffin bone to the hoof wall, and when that becomes inflamed, it becomes very painful for the horse to walk. There are so many factors that can cause laminitis, and any horse can get it, but these little ones like Rosie, who's a miniature horse, and the smaller pony breeds are a lot more susceptible to getting laminitis. Now this is on February 1st. As you can see, Rosie's in my indoor arena. The sand is nice and soft, so it's probably the most comfortable place for her to be at this point. I've owned Rosie for 5 years. She's 9 years old, and in the 5 years I've had her, every 6 months or so, she does end up with a bout of laminitis. And, there's so many different things that cause it. Sometimes it's a change in diet. Sometimes it's a vaccine. If they're dewormed, there's so many different things that can cause it. And I've noticed that whenever we change her diet, that's really when there's a big change. Now, this time around, we didn't change her diet at all. All I can think of is we had hay out in the pasture in big round bale nets, and she pretty much didn't leave the haystack for like 2 weeks. So I don't know that necessarily could have caused this, but I do have the vet coming tomorrow to take a look at her and see if maybe we're dealing with some sort of metabolic issue, because that's definitely an option considering how often Rosie has to deal with stuff like this. Now this is February 2nd, right after the vet left. I didn't film while the vet was here because it was really cold and I was afraid my camera was going to freeze up. So basically what she did was checked Rosie over really well and examined her feet, and basically the left front is the one that she found is the most sore, but she is sore in all 4. So what she recommended is that I trim her and take back her toes significantly to release any pressure that's on her tendons, and that'll really help her with a good breakover. Also, once Rosie is feeling better after this bout of laminitis, we're going to do a blood test on her to check for insulin resistant. She said due to her age and how often this happens, that's definitely a strong possibility. Moving forward, here's my plan for Rosie. First of all, we're going to treat her pain as needed. The vet recommended using bute for inflammation and for pain. I can also give her Tylenol if I needed to. Now, I want to be really cautious with how much bute I give her just because Rosie has had ulcers in the past and bute can definitely be troublesome for that. Second of all, I'm going to keep her feet trimmed really short. So taking that toe back is going to help alleviate any pressure on those front tendons, and it's going to make her more comfortable. Third thing I can do is if she seems to be really uncomfortable, I can wrap her front feet, add some cushion to help with the pain. Now it's February 4th, and in just 2 days, you can see there's some pretty huge improvement with Rosie. So this is a combination of her being able to move around on soft sand, plus having that toe taken back significantly really reduced a lot of pressure on her tendons. And then also she's had 2 doses of bute to help with inflammation. Now we have given her very small doses of bute just because of her previous issues with ulcers, but it really seems to have been enough to help her out. Now, she's running around here and bucking and playing because she can hear her buddies out in the pasture. And so now that she's feeling good, she is awfully frisky after her time spent in the arena away from everybody. So the next thing that's going to happen is she's going to get her blood test. So stay tuned, and I'm going to show you all that in an upcoming video.
Well, I sure hope we can get Rosie feeling much better again. This has been such a struggle for the last few years. Just it seems like at least once a year we have issues, and the poor little thing, she's just so sweet. I hate to see her suffering in any way. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like, share it with your friends, and leave me a comment below and let me know if you've ever dealt with anything like this with your horse, and tell me your story. I want to hear a little bit about it. So, all right, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.